Hi. Um, Yesterday I was at an event, and to be honest, I have been staring at a screen in Zooms predominantly for the past, I don't know, feels like forever, right? Since the before times. And so I've been making a lot of these videos talking about forgiveness and love and healing. And yesterday I met a beautiful young woman born in Bethlehem, of all places. And we talked for hours, and I shared my story and she shared hers. And we got to a certain point in the conversation, and she just looked at me and she said, I want to forgive my father. How? How can I do it? How did you do it? How can I do it? And it just was like it just went straight to my heart, to the core of who I am, that I wanted so bad to just pour into her my decades of experience and heavy lifting spiritual work, emotional work, and I didn't want her to have to wait until she's like postmenopausal to reach the point where I've reached with loving and forgiving my father for molesting me as a little girl. And I I just realized that this is the core of why I'm on YouTube and why I'm public in any way and why I don't just go live in a cabin in Idlewild and hide, is because I think that for a little girl who grows up who is molested or beaten or hurt by her daddy, her father, to grow up into a healthy, and she said to me, how can I ever have healthy relationships with men? With boy, boy, did I resonate with that. And so for a woman to grow up and to be able to forgive and and own her power and her authenticity, and to not be uh, feel like a victim, because that is a huge archetype that gets stamped on your head, and you live it when you are hurt as a little girl by your daddy. This is the man who we see is God, is all powerful. We look in the mirror of our daddy, and if our daddy is incapable of loving us, and if our daddy violates our boundaries and our trust and hurts us, that is, um, I don't have a fucking word for it, right? It fucks you up. It's catastrophic for our emotional well-being, for our self-esteem, for our personal power, for knowing who we are. And so um I just wanted to make a short video. This is something I could talk about for years, and I think I'll write a book about it one day because it's so important to me. But I would say what I said to her, and after I said it, there was silence. And as I've mentioned before, when you lay down truth that's channeled from divine intelligence, when you say something true, it's like a tuning fork. It's just, and there's silence. And I said to her, forgiveness is the most selfish thing you can do. So that's what I just want to say. Christianity and all the a lot of religions and self-help, they just get it wrong. We don't forgive to be a good person, to be sacred, to be holy. No, no, no. When I forgive my father or my husband or whoever, when I forgive, I set myself free from that energy of unforgiveness that keeps me a victim and keeps me stuck. So don't think of forgiveness as something that you do for the other person, or that you do because you're good or holy or sacred or righteous or a good Christian or a good Muslim or a good whatever. Forgive because it is a gift from God. If forgiveness is a gift, it's a gift you give yourself, from yourself to yourself. And it might take weeks, months, it might take years for you to really believe that you've really forgiven, or it could take 5 minutes. But make the decision to forgive the person you blame the most, hate the most, fear the most, and and allow that energy of release to permeate your nervous system, your emotions, your thoughts, and your beliefs. Forgive because you're worth it, because you're worthy, because you are meant to be a being who is loved and who loves. You are not designed, you were not born, you were not created to be a victim. You were not created to be sad, afraid, hurt, filled with anger and rage and pain. That is not why we women were created. We were created to be powerful, to be lovers, to be mothers, to be wives, or not, to be sexual, to be spiritual, to be powerful, and to be whatever the fuck we want to be. And the way that we do that is through forgiveness, letting go, and letting the fierce power of the love, that energy that Athena and Pele and Shiva have symbolize, right? It's strong feminine power. And you cannot have strong feminine power if you feel like an angry, wounded, helpless piece of shit victim. If you feel that way, hey, no blame, no shame. I felt that way for most of my life. And if you're in your teens, 20s, 30s, 40s, however old you are watching this, I don't want it to take that long for you, my sister. So make the decision to forgive today. Why? Because it's selfish. It's good for you. It's not about them, it's about you. It's about your innocent, vulnerable heart. It's about your strong woman heart. It's about your potential. God bless you.